be honest, I didn't think I'd be making a follow-up so soon. But that vegan teacher has made a full-length video going in on her problems with Charlie Kirk. Now, most people that have issues with Charlie Kirk is because of things like ideas that he stated. Many of us likely know his politics, and many of us likely don't agree with them, but I won't go into great detail on that as it is not important for this video. She, however, has taken the he wasn't vegan approach. Therefore, he was a piece of shit person, because just like the rest of us, he ate animals. Oh no, the humanity, how could he? You guys already know the drill. It's the same old song and dance. But I have to say, she said some things that had me laughing, and you'll know what I mean in just a moment.
By what moral framework do you say it is immoral to eat the meat of something that is not human?
Something, Charlie? Something or someone? Animals are someone, they're not objects.
Especially if we get nutrients and we human beings are able to flourish.
Animals don't belong to us, Charlie. What right do you have to take away their lives when they want to live?
Well, I would say, why are you against animal cruelty?
Well, first of all, no one wants to see something suffer unnecessarily.
That's exactly right, Charlie. Nobody wants to see them suffer unnecessarily, and that's why you should be vegan. You can eat any other things at the store. There's no reason to hurt somebody, and animals are somebody.
By what moral framework do you say it is immoral to eat the meat of something that is not human?
By your own moral framework, Charlie. You believe in the Bible? It says thou shalt not kill and thou shalt not steal. And every time you are eating animals, you are stealing their lives, their dignity, their freedom, and their family members.
You know, I still can't believe that this is like the narrative that so many vegans still run with, that humans are people. You know, that's actually not that crazy of an idea. What I meant to say was that animals are people. That's one of the avenues that they try to go down. Nope, you're killing a person. You're killing another human by killing an animal that's not a human. I know, it makes no sense. But that's a narrative that they've run with for quite some time. Tosh is notorious for saying non-human people. Anyway, that's a load of hot garbage. But I will say, this is one of the few times where Charlie Kirk has opened his mouth and he said something that I agreed with. Nobody wants to see animals suffer unnecessarily. Right, we don't. But of course, vegans like that vegan teacher and several others like to try to twist things and make it seem like consuming animal products is completely unnecessary, which I've already debunked that argument 17 different ways, so I'm not about to do it again. But you guys already know, the vast majority of humans on this planet need some form of animal products to thrive and to be healthy. We are omnivores after all. Doesn't mean you get to just pick and choose what you eat, whether it's only animal products or whether it's only plants. For most people, you need both. One day, maybe they'll get that concept through their thick skulls. If not, then I guess she'll go to her grave still believing that any of her ideas meant anything.
Hey, Miss Katie. After the assassination of Charlie Kirk, a lot of people have questions. Here are some of them.
Do you think Charlie Kirk was racist?
Do I think that Charlie Kirk was racist? That's a very good question. Kind of. I mean, he did say that if he sees a black pilot, that he hopes that that pilot is qualified. On the other hand, we have to look at the context. He later tried to defend or clarify that, saying he doesn't believe black people are inherently unqualified, and that his concern came because of DEI policies, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which he believes may lower standards. I mean, I kind of get it. If one day we say that we need to have just as many firefighters that are female as male, I would worry a little bit too. Honestly, if somebody was coming into a building to save me and had to pick me up in the middle of the flames and I was unconscious, I would rather that it was a 250-pound man than a 105-pound woman like myself, you know? So I don't necessarily think that he was racist because of that. But I do think he was racist because of other things. He was racist towards the animals.
No way she just said that. I mean, I'm not surprised. I figured that's what she was gonna say. It seemed like she was setting up for that layup. But it's still just as surprising and funny, even if I already knew it was coming. Nobody is surprised. Where else was she gonna take this? Ah, yes. He was racist towards animals because animals are different races than us, not different species, different races. A cat is simply just a race. A cow is a race. A chicken is a race, you know, just like how being black is a race, or white is a race, or, you know, Hispanic, Latino is race. You know, it's all the same. You know, we're all in the same category here. We're all humans, right? Obviously not. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard come out of a vegan's mouth. And that's saying a lot, because I've heard a lot of dumb things come out of some vegan activists' mouths here. But saying that Charlie Kirk was not a racist for being racist. He was a racist for eating animals. That's the reason, actually. Wow, what a play. What a play. Straight from downtown with this one. Couldn't have seen it coming. Now, again, I'm not here to talk about or discuss Charlie Kirk's political perspectives on things. We're just here to clown on that vegan teacher. So let's fucking continue.
Charlie Kirk was morally inconsistent. He ate animals. He paid people to rape them, to torture them, to sexually assault them, force them to be pregnant, split up families. Yeah, in that regard, he was an extreme racist towards animals. Just because animals look different, one species to another, doesn't mean that we have a right to hurt them. It's not okay to just be nice to cats and just be nice to dogs and then mutilate all the other animals. It's quite frankly disgusting and not very Christian-like.
So not gonna lie, I skipped a little bit of her rambling nonsense for you. You're welcome. No need to thank me, but you're welcome. Anyway, there was a segment of her talking about like how Charlie Kirk is Christian, right? And how in the Bible it says thou shalt not kill, etc. And he was going against his own beliefs by eating animals. Again, if you actually paid any attention to the Bible at all, you would see quite clearly in there that the Lord says that we have dominion over animals and that we can eat them. In fact, we should. In fact, he's even told people which animals to eat. So he was in fact following his faith properly when it comes to consuming animals. She's tried to use this gaslighting behavior, this gaslighting horseshit tomfoolery many times before to expose the hypocrisy of those who are religious. And all it does is make her look like a dumbass with no knowledge of anything, who knows nothing. Because she just spews these lies which can easily be fact-checked in a matter of seconds. Now, I just want to point out something that always puts a smile on my face when I make these videos. Every time I see something that she posts, it reminds me how much she has failed veganism, how much she has failed this cause that she pushes for every single day. She tries to fight, goes to these extreme lows. I mean, talking about babies and comparing it to, you know, essay of a literal child, belittling other people's assaults, insulting people, calling them terrible names, harassing individuals, just being such a belligerent, nasty individual. And it's so wonderful to constantly see her fail. She keeps trying and failing every single time. And she's literally going to take this to her grave. Nothing but failures for every single day that she was vegan. And I know that sounds harsh, but honestly, with the kind of ridiculous, horrible things she's done, I have no regret for putting that out in the open, especially since, you know, she's tried to dox me, she's called me a predator, she's defamed me, she's done pretty horrible things that actually affect my real life. And again, for those of you who want to help me out, go to her channel, search my name, my full name, Khalin space Ikner. I'm giving you my full name because she's made it public information, which is another part of the problem. But go there, search up my name, see what videos she made using my name, and take a look at the titles and take a look at the defamatory crap that she put in them, and you decide what to do from there. As I talked about in my previous video, what she has done is strictly against YouTube terms of service, and these videos violate several policies, and it's not even debatable, it's night and day. And something needs to actually be done about that. And it's not just me that she's done this to, she's done this to other people too, countless times over the years. But here she is, still acting like she's the righteous one and everybody else is just an evil piece of shit. I wonder how much longer this is going to last. Because to me, it looks like it's coming to an end.
Are you happy that Charlie Kirk is dead?
Am I happy that Charlie Kirk is dead? No. Listen, honestly, I don't think he's innocent. I think what he did was horrible. Treating animals the way that he did, by eating them, by wearing their skin, and by encouraging his so-called Christian audience to do the same, is deplorable. But should he be murdered because of this? Should he be assassinated for speaking his mind? No, he should not. He should be alive, and he should have become vegan.
She's lying. She literally made a video making fun of his death, like straight up. She used like this goofy ass filter and everything, and then made a mocking video of her pretending to cry, and then saying that he had become vegan and that he gave her a tofu necklace. Like, she literally mocked him dying.
Charlie Kirk is dead. The animals that he kept encouraging people to keep eating, they're still dying. Charlie! Charlie Kirk! Charlie! Charlie died. Oh my God, it was terrible what they did to him. You know, when you hurt somebody like that, when you take out their life, it is a threat to democracy everywhere. All of us should have a right to speak from our heart about the things that we care deeply about. And Charlie had just become vegan. Just the day before, we were out eating and he gave me this beautiful tofu necklace and he said, please wear it and think of me. Charlie, I'm gonna miss you so much.
Really, Nick? She's saying these words right now that she allegedly is not happy as a way to gaslight people even more. And that is her absolute favorite thing to do, is straight up just gaslight people. I've never seen somebody gaslight quite like her. And now she's trying to convince people that she's not some kind of maniacal witch that celebrates somebody's death, even though she posted video evidence of her doing exactly that. Make that make sense. And saying, you know, that you can disagree with someone, not like them, and not want them to be murdered is a very grounded thing to say. Since when has the vegan teacher ever been a grounded individual? You tell me that.
Why did you do that video skit about Charlie Kirk with the TikTok filter, with the huge lips and the eyelashes?
Okay, so the reason that I did that video is because I am an artist and I was expressing a point of view from somebody else's point of view. That character is not me. She has big lips and she has fake eyelashes and she absolutely loved Charlie, and she was making the point that he should not have been assassinated, and she was making the point that she's going to be very sad and miss him. And she also used this necklace to talk about how he should be vegan, and she thanked him for giving her this tofu necklace because she's a crazy character that I invented, and that's why. Did I answer your question okay?
Lady, you're about as much of an artist as my left ass cheek. What a convenient excuse. Ah yes, I played an alter ego character version of myself who genuinely loved Charlie Kirk and was upset about his assassination. That is what I was doing. In other words, you were mocking his death. You were mocking his death by pretending to be somebody that cared about him, and pretending to cry about him, and pretending to be devastated, and pretending to be somebody that was in contact with him, that spent time with him. And you also said that he had become vegan, so you just lied about that as well. Oh, but this is just you playing a character. No, this wasn't me mocking him at all. When this is like the definition of mocking. Like, who is she trying to fool? How stupid does she think we are? Between that vegan teacher, me, and Patrick Star, the only stupid person would be you. And it's not because Patrick Star is not a person. It is because he is smarter than her. That's why. That's why, totally. Anyway, I can't believe she actually tried to justify it. I mean, that was a good question. I honestly didn't expect that question to pop up, and her answer for it shocked me even more. She really put it on just artistic expression. Yes, making fun of somebody's death through artistic expression. Do you think that makes it any better that you're putting this under the veil of artistic expression? No, not really. You know, if you express your artistic creativity by drawing the massacre of black people, doesn't automatically make it okay because, oh, well, it's just art. It's just art, people. It's just art. It's all good. What are you getting all your panties in a bunch for? Put the pitchfork down, okay? It's just art. It doesn't work like that. It's like when people do something heinous or horrible to somebody and they say, oh, it's just a prank. Like, that doesn't just obsolete the damage of whatever it is that you did. If you run somebody over with your car and you say, oh, it's just a prank, they're not going to be like, oh, okay, I won't call the police now. Everything's good because it was a prank. Like, that just completely wipes the slate clean. We're all good now. She really does think people are as dumb as she is, doesn't she? See, I have this constant flaw myself where I sometimes overestimate how smart people are. And I think I've overestimated that vegan teacher's intelligence to think that she wouldn't try something this stupid, when all she does is try the stupidest of the stupid, the dumbest of the dumb. It's who she is at this point. Like, there is no character. Katie Karen Dykmeyer is that vegan teacher, and she is a horrible, batshit, crazy, vile demon harpy.